In this video, I will be showing you how to model these kind of tensile structures in Revit. Now, before we begin, if you find this video helpful, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Your support helps me create new videos every week. Now, let's get started. So here I am in Revit, and to create such shapes, we need to use in-place mass. So let's go to massing inside, and first let's click show mass button and then in-place mass. Let's click OK. And here first I am going to create a pole. So for that I'm going to use a circle. Let's give it a 6-inch radius. Then I'm going to go to 3D and select the circle and click create form. Let's select this option, and now I am going to make it 25 feet. Perfect. So our pole is ready. So now let's go to level 2, and I'm going to create this tensile structure here. So for that, first we need to create some reference lines. So not exactly the reference lines, but I'm just going to create the model lines to use them as a reference. Let's create a 22 feet by 22 feet square. Then I'm going to create a line, and let's select both of these, the square and the line, and I'm just going to move these from the middle to the center of this circle. So to snap the center of the circle, we need to hover over the circle and press SC on the keyboard to snap the center point. Let's click. There we go. Now the circle or this pole is exactly in the center of this square. Let's delete this line. And here I am going to create arc. So let's select arc from here, and then I'm going to create an arc like this. Let's select this arc and just change the radius to 17 feet, and then I'm going to mirror it from the middle of the circle like so, and then hold Ctrl key and select this arc as well, and then I'm going to press RO on the keyboard to rotate. Make sure copy is checked, and there you go. Now I'm going to delete this square. We don't need that anymore. So we have got our tensile structure shape ready here. Now I'm going to create a line from this point to this point of this circle here, and then let's create another one in the middle and another one on this side and two in the middle here, like so. Now we can use these lines as a reference to place the point elements. Now let's select point element and make sure draw on work plane is selected. I am going to place this point element, the start, the midpoint, and the end point of this line. Let's repeat that with the other lines as well. We will add 3 points on each line, like so. Since we want to create curve shape, we need to create splines. So first I will delete these lines, and then I am going to select these 3 points and click here to create spline through points. Let's quickly repeat that with the other points as well. We'll select 3 of these points and then click spline through points. Once it's done, we can go ahead and just mirror these lines. I'm going to select these lines by holding the Ctrl key, and then we will select these point elements, and then I will press DM on the keyboard and mirror them from the middle like this. There you go. Now if you notice, we have these model lines. To convert them into reference planes, we need to select all of these lines and then click this checkbox to convert them into reference lines And there you go. Let's go back to 3D, and it's looking something like this. Now I am going to select all the points which are in the middle here. Let's make a selection like this, and then filter. I am going to uncheck form. Just keep the reference point selected, then click OK, and we can now change the offset 13 feet. There we go. Now let's go back to the top view, and I am going to select the points which we placed in the middle of these lines. Let's try 9 feet. There we go. It's looking something like this. Let's go back to the top view. I'm going to select these points. And let's change the offset. Let's try 6 feet. There we go. Now I will just delete these lines. We don't need them anymore. And to create a form, we can select 3 of these reference lines and click create form. There we go. Let's repeat that with the other reference lines as well. Just select 3 of these and click create form. There you go. We've almost finished with this. You can still change the shape of this. So let's go to the left view, and I'm going to select these points and use the arrow keys to move them up, or we can put the offset here 14 feet, and let's select these, and I'm just going to reduce the offset of this. Now let's create the cables. So for that also we can use reference line. Make sure draw on face is selected, and then 3D snapping should be on. Let's snap this point, and then we can just create a reference plane like this. It should snap the face of this pole here, like so. Let's add a point element on this reference plane. And then I'm going to set the work plane on this point element. We will create a circle. Let's give it 1 inch radius. Then I'm going to select this circle and hover over the reference plane and hit tab key to highlight this reference plane, and then hold control key and select reference plane. So we have selected both circle and reference plane. Now let's go ahead and click create form. There we go. Got this cable here. Now let's go to the top view, and I'm going to mirror this cable. If you remember, we have changed the work plane to the point element. So we need to change the reference plane back to the face of this pole here. So I'm going to click set work plane and then pick the face of this mass form here. And then I'm going to select both of these reference plane and this form. And let's go back to top view and press DM to mirror from the middle here. Now I am going to hold control key and select both of these cables. Mirror them from the middle of this circle here. Like so. I think we should just move this cable. So I'm going to drag this point just to align it with the edge of this shape here. So I'm just going to drag this point. Now they're perfectly aligned with the with this shape here. So our tensile structure is ready. But if you notice, currently still it's just a mass form. To convert this into a solid form, we need to use wall by face. So first let's click finish mass, and then I am going to select wall by face from this drop down, and let's create duplicate 2 mm fabric. Let's put the thickness here 2 millimeters, and then I am going to quickly create a new material for this. And then I'm going to create duplicate again, and this one is going to be 2 millimeters metal. Let's create a new material for this as well. And if you notice, we have this metal wall selected here. Make sure wall by face is selected, and then just pick this mass here. So I'm going to pick this pole and then the cables. There you go. Let's quickly do this with this fabric as well. I'm going to select this 2 millimeters fabric and then just pick these faces here. And we have got this solid form here. Now we can turn off mask. Just go to masking inside and just turn it off from here. I think we should hide it from the visibility settings as well. So let's press VG on the keyboard to open up this visibility graphics dialog. Here I am going to press M to go to mask. Just uncheck it, click OK. There you go. So that's how to create this kind of cool looking tensile structures in Revit. So that's it for this video. I hope you have learned something new. So please make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications, and if you found this video helpful, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Your support helps me create new videos every week. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.